Hello viewers and welcome back to Danganronpa B3 Killing Harmony, and let's try to continue from where we left off at the halfway point of this trial. So now we know what's basically happened, so now we gotta figure out who committed this murder. Man, I'm bushed. I got no motivation at all. And Monophane Spirit is late too. No, don't tell me! Gasp! Father? Father? Why do you know Monophane's cycle?
And another.
Never mind that. Perhaps this lack of motivation is due to the lack of hibernation.
Yeah?
Lack of hibernation?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I haven't really... Oh, hold on. Sorry. Oh. Back up. Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I haven't really been able to hibernate. That's awful. What could be causing it?
Ah.
It is cause you have a lot on your mind.
Huh?
Is it cause the graveyard shift pays a better hourly wage?
Huh? Really?
Is it cause you don't want them to think you're just goofing around? Is it cause you want to stay friends?
Huh?
Is it cause you want to watch it in real time? Father? He's gone into hibernation. We should let him be.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. Night night. And you just had to bring up periods. Oh god, this series just likes to push the envelope. Sometimes. Push my buttons.
My head. Monotaro, pull yourself together. I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head hurts so much. I just can't remember.
All that remains.
Have you forgotten? Maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves. After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy, you know?
If I had continued from this point, I think I would have stopped right here. Also, ew! Ew! No! No! Bear incest! No! 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 Please, at least the series couldn't get any worse than bear incest or ghost incest. It's like this thing just wants to cross all the lines and... all the lines. At least it hasn't gone into straight pornography at this point. Oh wait, maybe it already did and I just didn't know better.
Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
Oh my god.
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
Oh god.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
Alright, back. So forget the whole incest thing, so. Incest bear baby or whatever. So let's just get back to the important matter.
We understand Mew plotted the murder.
Yeah.
But we need to find out who killed her.
Yeah, we're going back to where all this started, who committed
And
the
in
murder.
order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions.
Yeah. And also, why did she have to commit this murder?
So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
Alright.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's see. Mew manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
It's a good scheme.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Miu's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
True. Whoops, my hand slipped.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop. After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Miu.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
She
Yeah,
was killed on the roof, right?
most likely.
Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit killed her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Miu did it. If Miu did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
I agree.
No say such mean things. Killing game bad, not Miu. Miu not bad person. Grown to think we could have been friends, if things different.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
That wouldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
Huh?
Anyway, let's continue the discussion. If Miu was killed on the roof of the mansion,
Yeah.
the culprit must have moved Miu's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
Yeah.
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
Only Miu was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Miu's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
But how did the culprit send Miu's avatar through the wall? I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Go to not throw her!
We know. You couldn't because the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Physical strength equalized? That problem. Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens.
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class.
Oh
still.
god, even she's aware at this point.
How did they send Miu's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard?
Yeah. What was that? What? What was that sound? Yeah, I was always worried
Because
about
of that sound,
wondering
you guys
about
went
that.
to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy?
Yeah.
That's when you found the dead Miu there, right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Yes, there's no doubt in my mind that noise is related to this case. We need to figure out what that sound could have been. Might be the clue that we need to solve this case. So what is it? The sound that something slammed hard into something else. So what were those two things? Could it be? Well, we did see that. Maybe that caused the sound?
Damn it!
Okay. Mew hitting the wall?
That's it.
So yeah, we're just going around in
From Mew's
circles.
avatar hitting the chapel wall.
Yeah. We kinda already established
The
that.
hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise.
Lattice. Okay, so that's what it's
Ruling
called.
those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. We felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Yeah, that's the real question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking?
Yeah, same here.
Why are you talking like you know everything?
Yeah.
Let's not worry about that right now. More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Getting Mew's avatar to crash into the chapel from the mansion's roof. There's only one way I can think of how to do that.
As your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
You'll what?
You're being very helpful.
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof. If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
Oma is talking as he got the whole thing figured out already. Yeah, but I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. How to make Mew hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. I'm going to find the answer. No, that. Oh, slid. Slid off. Slid off roof. Very clever.
The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Mew's avatar.
There we go.
Slide?
Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Mew's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
Physics.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
Who the hell is Shumai?
I have no idea.
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby's
Ugh.
sleeping.
Nobody cares. I'm positive that how Miu's avatar was moved, but maybe the culprit used something else as well to help her body slide. And that would... And the only thing I can think of is the...
Even if her avatar slid off the roof, would it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
If it made that much noise, it must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on roof. But not frozen solid, right?
You'd still slide, though.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
That's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was nothing like that around.
Yes, there was.
That's wrong.
That was near her body.
No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Miu's
It was
body.
right next to her dead body.
Do you remember the lattice that was found by Miu's avatar? The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked.
Oh, I completely forgot. That's where it came from.
But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof? Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct!
But we still don't know who the murderer is.
After the culprit killed Miu on the rooftop, they placed her corpse on a sled and slid her down the roof's steep slope.
The sled picked up speed, flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
The impact made all of her belongings scatter, including the hammer and cell phone.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff.
Oh, for God's sake. That's old.
I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
My God.
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful. You gotta be an example to our new family.
Yeah, Father. Or should I start calling you grandfather now?
Oh, shut up.
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit.
You know, that bit of silence is probably for him to think, like, what the fuck happened while I wasn't looking?
Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
No, I don't know. The culprit.
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
Yeah, I don't know who did it.
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Miu.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Yeah.
Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion.
There was Oma, there was...
Aside from you, the people
Yeah.
at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
Yeah.
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Samugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
But which one of us did
That's
it?
no
I know
sneaky,
Suichi didn't
leaving
commit
yourself off the
murder.
list.
And Oma's still on the list too.
Oh you got me.
That's right, 5 suspects. Me, Tatsumi, Gunta, Oma, and Kaido. We don't know enough to name the culprit yet, but one of them is suspicious. When we were talking about the roof, they clearly lied. But what reason would they have to lie? I need to press them for information before making any judgments. Who was the one that lied? I'm just gonna have to guess. I think Oma didn't do it, because Oma couldn't do it, but and Kaido didn't do it. Maybe we didn't do it. Oh. She didn't do it. Kaido didn't do it. I didn't do it. Maybe. That would leave Gunta last. So, I don't know, I'm shot in the dark.
Damn it!
Okay. So, your person would be Oma, right?
It's you!
Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
Yeah.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
What?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting. It all began when Mia showed us the map. That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the look. Aha!
It was that testimony that bothered me.
How would you known if you... Oh god, there's now 4. No, that's not right. Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting. How would you have known? Or, how would explain?
When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you said...
Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting. Oh,
But later,
okay.
You said...
But then he said... Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof would be pretty high up, right? Past the brick guardrail, the roof was pretty steep slope. The slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was some snow on the roof. Yeah, how would you know?
That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
You could
Yeah.
probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Yeah. You're a murderer.
Huh?
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
He's lying.
I didn't. I already told you that before.
You've been caught out on a lie.
You look so nervous.
Is this a sincere reaction?
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Oh, wait. I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
What?
Me?
At the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
Is it my fault?
Himiko really say that?
She totally said that.
I would have to check
No, she
that in.
didn't.
Okay.
Yes, she did.
I don't
She
think
did not.
She did too.
Then when? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
What a worthless fight!
Stop him, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Stop bringing up the incest,
Then
baby!
the grandkid is born.
And he's still like, seriously? You did it.
I'm not gonna apologize, cause Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
We don't have time for this. But Oma is stubborn. He won't fess up no matter what. But if he beginning to being this stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. To get him to show his hand, I have to prove that he was on the roof. I might not like it, but I have to be aggressive. If we don't get the whole truth now, everyone's lives are in danger. Okay, oh god, not another debate. Okay. The
I
saloon.
didn't go to the roof. I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
True.
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars burn in hell, you know.
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
That's fine, because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
I think we may have to lie. Not for sure, but if he keeps throwing lies at me, I'll have to fight fire with fire.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man! I'm not lying!
The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon
the whole time, you know?
No.
I'll leave
I'm lying.
Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you. But you weren't there.
What? Really?
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
Gotcha, didn't I?
See. You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi?
If you won't confess, then I'll have
Who
to
are you
lie.
guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
I believe Shuichi 100%.
The one who's not Kokichi.
100 house points. No, Himiko points to Shuichi.
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining room. I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there. Oh well, I'll believe Shuichi anyway. He's...
Sorry, but Gonta believes Shuichi too.
Oh, I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around. That's what happens to liars like you.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know?
True.
And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people.
True.
If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Mew?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Revenge?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi. I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Confess?
A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
I came up with a plan after Mew asked me to meet up with her. She asked me pretty eagerly, too. So I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less.
But why?
When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
You worked together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
What?
You added a motive? Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Shh, calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge. Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
What?
What? Huh?
What did you...
Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
Yeah!
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Bullshit!
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta?
How?
You expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart.
It's my turn now.
Oh God! I'm sick of you! You committed murder. Huh?
The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game.
What?
the Killing Game Busters!
Liar.
Busters!
But he
We
doesn't
must
recall.
win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
How?
What?
Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
Bullshit. There's no way he can done it.
Going to have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth. He's not someone who lies all the time like you.
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Yeah, he's stupid.
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime.
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
Liar.
Cut that out. I told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
No.
It doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
What? Going to not understand what's going on. But still,
How could he have committed murder?
going to not kill Mew. Going to really not know anything. And also, going to not tell lies. And going to not make trouble for others. 'Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why going to not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I already used my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
Oma.
You, of course.
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew.
There's already proof?
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
God, don't tell me you can't let me steal that away.
I am not the culprit. Didn't I prove that to you guys already?
Yeah, there was something fishy.
The clue is how Mew was killed.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Yeah.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling her, no problem.
See, I told you I'm not the culprit.
How'd you arrive at that conclusion?
If it's already been proven that Oma is innocent, we should have evidence on that. Say, one way or the other, we have to clear something up.
I am not the culprit.
So it's clearly
Didn't I
got
prove that to
something
you
to
guys
do with
already?
what he did.
The clue is how Mew was killed.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Let me check. It said Oma's avatar had a special setting. If Mew touched him, he wouldn't be. Oh.
Toilet paper was
Yeah.
the murder weapon.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
No.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept...
No.
That's wrong!
No, he's free to go. Crap! You kill him!
Actually, maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle Mew.
Why wasn't it possible?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Huh?
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
What?
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me.
Wait! What if it was something besides strangulation, then?
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
Yeah.
Kaito is really desperate to make me the culprit. No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore, so...
No! Gonta not kill
How?
Mew!
How was he able to kill her?
It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone. There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
Of course! Who'd believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it.
I don't know about that. If we want the truth, we might have to ask uncomfortable
Right,
questions.
Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
Huh? I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off. We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the irony! It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit. Please, believe Gonta.
We might as well discuss it.
What?
As a precautionary measure, that's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime. Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes!
But...
2-for-1 Truth Special!
Oh, God.
Sorry to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly split right now. So, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present...
Yeah, we know.
So
Let's
we're gonna
get...
do that again?
Yes.
Shuichi, why? You're my sidekick.
Kaito...
Of course I want to believe in Gonta. I don't want to think that he killed someone. But as the ultimate detective, I cannot turn away from the truth. I need to find the truth. But still... Still an impossibility that he would commit murder. Could Gonta have committed this crime?
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall. But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Mew.
Gonta not kill Mew! Honest!
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this! I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Kokichi!
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo!
The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kokichi!
I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Mew.
Kibo!
That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not-
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
This is our answer!
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
That's not it at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you guys already? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit. That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this! Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
Logical arguments?
It means use your head to make arguments.
Use head?
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't!
But Gonta really not know.
Ugh, I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know! God, why are you so dumb?
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
Hey! Now that's just bullying.
Bullying? Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right? You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
No, I never ganged up.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Stop what? You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
Quit it. If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
Maki, please, calm down.
Sorry, Gonta's fault. Everyone's so upset. But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit. 'Cause Gonta not know anything. Really.
Cut it out already! That's all you've been saying this whole time!
You're the one that needs to cut it out.
Wait, what did Oma say? All you've been saying this whole time is that the true... This whole time, Gunta's been saying he doesn't know anything. Gunta not understand either. Miu like this when Gunta wake up. Gunta was sleeping too. Hard, his strange dream. Gunta not understand anything. Gunta not know murder already happened when Gunta wake up. But why this happened? Why Miu killed? Gunta not understand. Gunta not understand anything. Cause Gunta have no idea what he's talking about. What the hell is going on? But when exactly did he start using that defense? After logging out, right? Something must have... That's it. It was right after when he logged out. That means...
Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world?
Accident?
The accident that hurt Gunta. That was... the Avatar era, right?
This is it! When we logged into the virtual world, an Avatar user error occurred.
Some sort of Avatar user error occurred when you all logged in for the first time. An error? The contents of the error are unknown, so I can't prove any details. But something strange definitely happened to someone's avatar when you all logged in.
An Avatar user error? Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
That's what I thought at first, but I think it's because of the error.
What you mean?
If that error was affecting Gunta, then it's making him forgetful and loopy. And what was an error? What could it have been? Oh god. Memory. Plug? Memory. Oh, memory loss. Memory loss. He couldn't remember.
I believe it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
Huh? He doesn't remember?
You started saying, I don't know anything, after leaving the virtual world.
Yeah.
I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
Oh, that's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world. Not even killing Mew.
What? That's ridiculous! Quit screwing around!
Well, he is
That's
stupid enough.
absolutely ridiculous.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused.
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
Memory or no memory, Gonta never hurt anyone!
No way Gonta's the culprit!
Culprit.
Oh, damn.
Never hurt anyone!
Remember because
Doesn't remember a
Gonta wants
thing
to keep
about the
everyone
virtual
safe!
You did it, but you don't remember doing
never
it,
kill a
right?
friend.
If there was a glitch,
Gonta, it's gentlemen! Gentlemen, protect friends!
it should have affected all of
He
us.
has slipped out before.
Your lies aren't protecting anyone.
But because we're all
Gonta can't
okay,
even kill an
Gonta not
insect.
lying!
that means there was
That's
no
a
glitch.
Please believe Gonta!
No.
I heard it.
The
He's
cause of
stupid.
the error that affected Gonta's avatar is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
Put the red consciousness cord to the right, put the blue memory cord to the left. You must have mixed them up. Out of curiosity, what would happen if you switched the cords? I don't know. I never done that before. Probably gets all glitchy or something.
I think that Gonta messed up something with the cords, causing the error.
If he mixed the consciousness and memory cords, then there'd be an error with memory. Like an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
What?
Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
Huh? How Gonta's supposed to remember that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over. Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
Oh, but Gonta hold chopsticks with this hand!
That's your left hand!
What?
Looks like it's decided!
What's decided? He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on. When Gonta wake up, Mew dead. Gonta not know what happened. So, Gonta worry. Gonta not understand what everyone talking about.
No, it can't be.
But Gonta try his best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
Wait a minute! That lie! Gonta not kill Mew! Cause why would Gonta do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lie. I'll never accept this. And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew.
Yeah. There we go.
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
And I'm saying I don't believe you.
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
Nope! Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened!
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Hold on, that hasn't been decided yet.
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already!
I care about the motive.
Same here.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial. Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination. Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right?
Me?
Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around! I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit!
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
The reason Kiba, Himiko, and Himiki can be eliminated as suspects because they couldn't access the crime scene.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Miu could pass through the wall.
Yeah.
The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list, and you know why, right?
He left. He was locked out.
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Miu logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Miu's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects.
Yes. Let's get
Gonta,
this over with.
Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off.
Yes, because we were downstairs.
But what's the reason for that?
Easy. We had solid alibis.
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
Yeah.
Both of you heard Miu hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Miu down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
No.
Sorry for
He's
getting
right.
your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
He's right. He couldn't kill Miu because of the stupid protocol.
If Miu touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again?
He has to die.
Well, who is it?
Don't answer, Shuichi! You don't need to answer that!
No, I have.
This is all Kokichi's trap!
There's only one suspect left. Only one person could have done this. Fuck you! Fuck you, Kataka! You asshat!